One of my most anticipated features for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds was the Jukebox. Having the ability to change up the songs for the tracks, especially after racing on all of them for a while, is in yet another way the game can stay fresh. However, and unfortunately, the Jukebox is pretty flawed. But before we get into that, we gotta unlock the songs. Yes, before utilizing the Jukebox to its fullest potential, we need to hit up the time trial mode to unlock the music. Starting out, it takes 3 A ranks to unlock a set of music, though later on it'll take 6. You have to score these A ranks on both the Sonic and Supersonic speeds. Once that's all done, you get a full Jukebox. Now, let's head in there and customize... Oh, wait. This doesn't seem right. So yeah, you're pretty limited in terms of how you're able to customize the music in this game. There's several albums full of songs to look at here, but this yellow one is the most important. This one is where your favorite songs get sorted. Okay, so you go through all the songs in the albums in the Jukebox, mark your favorites, and they end up here. Alright, now I'm gonna hit set album as BGM and... Oh? What is happening here? Well, you see, you can only set entire albums to laps of the races. So if you were to set your favorites album to play on all 3 laps, you'll likely be hearing 3 random songs per race. I say likely because the songs on the first and second laps could end up being the same. Although, you know, Perfect Dark Gaia theme kind of hits, you know. Pretty busted stuff. Oh shoot, we got Perfect Dark Gaia theme again? What are the odds? I have like a bunch of songs assigned to the favorites playlist, so it's kind of crazy how we just got this song again. For the third lap, there are final lap variants of songs which only play here. That's about the most consistent this gets. I'd say listening to random Sonic songs during races isn't the worst thing. Like, most of these hit, you know, but I'd like to have more control over what I'm hearing in whichever setting. You could also just set one regular song for lap 1 and then a final lap song for lap 3, but then you have to keep going back to the Jukebox to swap songs out. So yeah, this whole setup isn't exactly ideal, but how would I fix this? Well, to illustrate this point, we need to boot up a completely different video game. This is Tekken 8, a 3D fighting game developed and published by Bandai Namco Studios. This game has its own jukebox feature that I wish was in CrossWorlds, so let's take a look at it. Right off the bat, you can already see how much better it is. There's multiple playlists, and nearly all music from the Tekken franchise is included here. No need to unlock any of it. But the biggest thing here is when you go into a playlist and what's this? A list of all the stages? And you can just pick whatever songs you want playing over them? And there's slots for a last round song you can just set? You see, in Tekken 8, matches are typically played in a 1-to-3 format. If one of the players wins 2 rounds, the song changes.
Round 3. Fight.
This is because that player just needs to win one more round to win, so that third round could be the final one, hence the song change. So yeah, this is pretty much the jukebox experience I went for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Multiple personalized albums where you can choose what songs play on each track, which includes their first and final lap variants. Also just having the ability to swap out the CrossWorld exclusive track music, and especially being able to put their final lap variants in, which you could only hear in like time trials, but never in like actual races. Though another factor that comes into play is when you transport to a regular track via a CrossWorld portal. For the song that plays in that instance, maybe just either the first or final lap song randomly, I don't know. Maybe they could just have a toggle for that. But regardless, that's gonna do it for this video. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on the jukebox feature in the comment section below. As always, thanks for supporting these videos, and I'll see y'all in another one.
That's why you leave it. Yeah, now where's that first place prize?